MAGA-Update. I'm Austin. Let's get into it. Look at this Joy Behar. All of a sudden, she's anti-immigrant. Let's take a look.
And Elon Musk kisses his butt and strokes his tiny ego or big ego, whatever it is, and he doesn't get to do. He can take a nap while the guy who's not born in this country, who was born under apartheid in South Africa, so has that mentality going on. He was pro-apartheid, as I understand it.
He's a naturalized citizen,
right?
now.
He's a naturalized.
Now he's a naturalized citizen.
Oh, really? How did he do that? Did he come over the border legally?
He had an H-1B visa, I
He
believe.
flew in.
Yeah, he allegedly overstayed that visa.
Yeah, but I think this is just perfectly wonderful for Trump. He's can take a nap and let this foreign agent, an enemy of the United States, do his job.
Anybody else?
You want a little bit with Soros to necessarily call him an enemy of the United States yet. Let's give him a little bit of time.
Isn't that crazy? Like what? He's not born in this country. A foreign agent, an enemy of the United States. I think he's one of the greatest citizens we have. And The View. When is The View going to be done? How aren't they canceled? How'd that Joy Reid get canceled, but The View didn't get canceled? I mean, I guess they're more racist, but... Alright, let's check out some Maxine Waters. What was that? What was the number? That they posted a number. She worth like $80 million or something like that. Don't quote me. Let's look how she avoids people. They want to ask her questions.
I think they should get Elon Musk out of there messing with any of our departments.
But we long to be, don't you want to be accountable to what's happening with the homeless and everyone that is out on the streets, the people that have mental illness?
We don't want a non-elected man appointed by the president to start making people go home, lose their jobs, and all of that.
How can they lose their... We're going to have more money to hire them somewhere else.
Oh, no, he's tricking you.
No, he's not. I'm a Trump supporter, and I love what President Trump is doing. Yo amo a Presidente Trump. Es un presidente, el mejor presidente. Y la comunidad hispana, the African American, should know. What do you tell the American people?
Hi, how are you?
Should we audit your taxes?
Oh no, a Trump supporter, oh no, God forbid. I can't stand that broad. Oh my god. See, oh my god, AOC. Listen to the claims she makes. Like, Elon Musk isn't the greatest businessman of our generation. Who's a better one? Larry Fink? He's crooked as shit. Just take a peek.
Doge did not exist 2 years ago. 19-year-olds were not raiding the Treasury 2 years ago. People who have no idea with medical background have not been hauling in and creating kangaroo courts for scientists to dismiss them 2 years ago. That started happening now. Elon Musk is not a scientist. He is not an engineer. He is a billionaire con man with a lot of money. He does not have this kind of good background.
He actually is a scientist and an engineer, It's like, doesn't have a good background. That's crazy. You guys ever heard of PayPal? He built PayPal. PayPal's like the greatest payment system for the internet. Ever. Period. You have a mishap, you get an empty box, you let PayPal know, you get your money back. It's no big deal. It's like there used to be nervous ordering things off of the internet because it just scams were everywhere. And then PayPal came along. Poof. Now I'd rather spend my money on the internet than at Walmart in person. That's for damn sure. I mean, I wish we had enough mom and pop shops to go support. Yeah, I prefer a mom and pop shop where you can build a relationship with like the lady checking you out or whatever. I got a corner store that's like family owned, and I'm in there every day, twice a day, 3 times a day. I love it. I got a Sheetz up the road. I don't know if y'all know what Sheetz is, but it's like this. It's almost like the Wish version of a Buc-ee's. And I avoid it. I avoid it at all costs. They got decent food. I went in there once right when they opened because we live in a small town that doesn't really get like brand name stuff. But other than that, oh yeah, look at this. J6 committee member Jamie Raskin linked to $160 million U.S. aid. That's crazy. Not only was he part of the squad trying to keep us in check during the J6 hearings, he's also the representative for Global Communities, a giant USAID contractor that raked in $160 million in 2023. It's crazy what they name these contractors. Global Communities. It sounds like some charity case that's going to non-profits, but it's a government contractor. You know what I mean? Global. You see Global Communities on like the on the form, and it sounds like you're doing good things, just like USAID. You know what I mean? They worded it like that, so it seems like it's genuine. It's good for people. And then it came out like, so now we're calling it USAID to tell the difference, but it really looks like US aid to me. For all these Republicans raking in all that money, they're aiding themselves. This guy right here, can't stand him. Oh my God. Remember when he was head of the, what the fuck was it? He was Speaker of the House or something like that, where he used to run those meetings. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on what that's called. Some kind of committee. But he was so annoying. Look at who we spent all this money on, trying to save this guy. This is Zelensky. $300 billion. I don't think that $300 billion isn't right. I thought it was like $280 billion or something like that. But he didn't even see like a majority of it. Look at this. You can't make this. You cannot make this stuff up. Zelensky. That's so crazy. How does a guy like that end up a president of anywhere anyway? Let alone like some charity case picked up by the richest nation in the world, and we just like panic send him money. I don't get it. Like it's not all fraud and shit. You know what I mean? That dude's a joke. He signed up for that shit. I bet he made a couple $1 million and he just turned around and distributed the cash where it needed to go. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Oh, here we go. Scott Jennings, this guy is on fire, man. He's like a breath of fresh air on CNN. I love watching his clips. He makes you feel good. Genuinely makes you feel good.
Be real for a moment that Doge is not about cutting money, right? It's not about spending. It's about shrinking government so that it'll be too small to stop Trump with whatever else is in this plan.
Why would the government stop Trump? Isn't he the head of the government? You're saying the government will be too small to stop Trump. If Trump's the president, why would the government, the bureaucracy, be actively trying to stop him?
Because he is shredding the Constitution and creating an authoritarian dictatorship. That's why.
And no matter who was in office, I'm going to hold them accountable. But more importantly, I'm going to make sure the government is working for the American people.
Both of you made an interesting point, which is that your view is that Trump is shredding the Constitution. I'd like to hear more about that. But that it seems to me that you all both believe that the unelected part of our government, the bureaucracy, has a responsibility to resist the political leadership. Is that your view?
That's not actually what we
not at
said.
all
We
what I
said they
said.
are upholding the Constitution, the principles of the Constitution, and at times
How
we
is
have
Trump
seen.
shredding the Constitution?
Oh my God, he's looking.
I mean, seriously,
He
we
doesn't
have to
believe
give
in
you a
the
civics
balance of
lesson
power,
that we have.
I don't know.
We put all power in the executive
How is
branch.
holding the
The legislative branch the FBI. Now we're in control of the military.
Yes.
Silencing media.
Chief
This is
of
what
the
you
military.
do in a dictatorship.
Are you suggesting that the president is not the commander-in-chief of the military?
I'm suggesting that the president is going to put in charge somebody who is going to contravene the Constitution. And at some near point, this conversation will look very silly for you because it will be obvious. And right now, you're gaslighting.
He's gonna
when we
put-
get to the actual
he's
rubber
gonna
of the
put-
road of this,
I'm sorry.
it will be clear.
I'm interested in this conversation. He's going to put someone in charge who will contravene the Constitution. Like who? What do you mean by that? The president is in charge of the military, is he not? You said he's going to put someone in charge of the military?
The president is in charge of the military. That is how it works.
He was elected president. We, according to the Constitution, vest all executive authority in a president. And the concept that the military should be an independent agency or that the bureaucracy should resist the political leadership of this government is extraordinarily dangerous.
So who said that? That's just straw
That's not what
man.
was said.
That's literally not what we said.
I'm just repeating back to you your own
I
words.
did not.
Got him. I mean, it's so crazy to think that some people take like this rhetoric seriously. This goofy guy with the glasses is like, acting like the president being in charge of the military is like against the Constitution. Oh God, he's shredding the Constitution. He's doing his job. That's thank God Trump won. Thank God Trump won. Alright, last one for you. This is Chuck Schumer. Oh man, yeah. No good business operator would take the slash and burn approach that Doge is taking. No good business operator. Right? Elon Musk is one of the greatest businessmen of all times. Name some bigger companies. It's a real short list.
9/11 families deserve to be treated with dignity, with respect, not with the contempt we see from Doge. And no good business operator would take the slash and burn approach Doge is taking. People's Social Security benefits are also at risk. Their ability to see a doctor is at stake. Their ability to put kids in daycare is at stake. The longer Doge is allowed to rain chaos on the American people, the stronger the backlash will become. 9/11 families deserve to be treated.
Yep, good old Chuck. Good old Chuck taking a break from his riots. Oh, you see in Iowa? They stormed the Senate or something like that in Iowa. The transgenders stormed a government building. It's another insurrection, you know. What do we got here? Old George Soros. I just seen that they're calling for his arrest. They've got military officials on the hunt for George Soros. What a great day for the world.
Trump is a con man and the ultimate narcissist
Coming from
who
George
wants the
Soros.
world to revolve around him. When his fantasy of becoming president came true, his narcissism developed a pathological dimension. President Trump.
This is a guy that has more power not being president than being president. That's why I never took a swing at it. Well, no, he's probably not from America. I don't know his background all that much. But he's really got his hands in global politics and shaping the way society goes. I remember during the riots, he was funding, like, they were finding, like, trucks full of bricks in the street with tarps over them. And they traced that shit back to George Soros. George Soros is a huge donator to Antifa, but not to Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was a whole separate scam in itself, set up by the Democratic Party. I'm sure they got some guidance from this guy. He just didn't throw him any money. ridiculous. But anyway, that's all we got for right now. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you. If you get a kick out of any of this shit, like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm get this out to more people, helps the channel grow. This is the second video. I feel like this one's already better than the first one. Stick around. Wait till you see the third one. Alright? Catch you later.